Victorian bottle dump. How does that sound for an adventure? Yes, today we are with our friends Mick and Sarah, and they've brought us to a Victorian bottle dump. What are we going to find? I haven't got a clue. Obviously the dump was used long after the Victorian times as well, so they may be sort of super modern, like the 1930s, as well as the 1800s, but I'm sure we're going to have a good time. And I hope you're going to have a good time as you join us now, searching in this gorgeous place on this gorgeous day where it's 30 degrees. And that's hot.
Ah, now there's something red. What's that? Oh, what a shame, look. It's just the bottom of something. That would have been beautiful cranberry glass had it been whole, but it's not. Is that a bit of pipe stem? I think it's too curly for pipe stem. Nope, no pipe stem. Look what else we can see. Sorry for the rustling, it's my big bag. A marmalade pot, broken glass. Handle. I'd really like to find some sort of figure or doll or toy, so keep your eyes peeled, and if you see it, don't forget to shout. And oh, look at all these bits and pieces. Oh, that's lovely.
Do you not slice off the tops?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, oh, Sarah's found a blue poison bottle. The top's been smashed, but
Not to be taken. You know what we say about not to be taken?
that's right, we're taking that one.
Yeah, of course we're going to take it. There you go, it's a lovely blue, that as
Oh,
well.
thank you, Sarah.
Oh, that's
No
lovely,
problem.
thank you.
Yeah.
I'm just stopping it all going to my house.
Yes.
Oh, don't say it like that, man. I was just going to say what a generous woman. And then she says, I'm dumping it on you because I don't want it in my house. No.
I like the finding of it.
As I always say, the gifts we give as mudlarkers are peculiar but precious.
Look at this, I haven't seen a milk glass bottle stopper. I think that's what it is. And also I found this little tiny bit of pipe stem, which I find very exciting. But I'm sure some people don't, but I just love them. They make me so happy. Oh, look at this little bottle here. It's tiny. Oh, sheer top. I thought there was writing on it, but there isn't. But over here is a Mr. Johnson.
An exhausted Mr. Johnson.
It's hot, isn't it?
It is hot, and folks, hot is not the word. It is incredibly hot. And I'm just in the shade of a tree here, and I'm not moving.
I can see a marble, and it's right down that big hole. I don't think I can get down there.
Is that a hint for me to go down?
Let's see if we can go down. Hold tight, everyone. Oh, We're still on our feet. There we go. Now, can we see it now we're down here? That's the problem. Ah, I can see it. Can you see it? Let's have a look. There it is. It's a marble out of a cod bottle. Ooh, nice find. I'm pleased with that. While we're down here, we might as well have a little look around. We don't know if we can get back out. We may need somebody to pull us out. Lots of bits and pieces that are broken. Any more marbles? Any pipes there? Any pipe balls? There's a bit of a bottle, but that's broken. So yes, I think most things down here are broken now. So we found our marble, so it was worth climbing down for. But no more marbles. Oh, look at this little pot. Oh wow. I thought it was plastic. But it's actually ceramic, and the little handle snapped and the little pouring bit. Oh, that is really cute. Yep, I think we'll keep that one. And one last look down this hole before I go and hide from this sunshine, because it is very hot. Oh, it's a green broken bottle. And I can't see anything terribly exciting down here, but we'll have a look anyway. Why not? Same recharge. Nope. Nothing exciting that I can see. I hope that I can hear if somebody is shouting, there's a marble, there's a pipe stem, there's a gold doubloon. But I didn't hear you, so we'll just have to climb out of the hole and leave it behind if you did spot anything. Oh, is this a cannonball? A football? A tennis ball? Nope. It's a coconut. With nothing inside. I've just seen a bottle I love. Mellon's Food Limited London. It's in really good condition. It's a bit green inside. But look at that. Oh, I really like that. I don't know what it is about certain bottles. Why are certain bottles more attractive than others? And are all the same bottles attractive to the same sort of people? Now that one really appeals to me. What do you think? Is it the sort of bottle you like, or are you more for little tiny bottles? Big huge bottles? Plain bottles? Let me know. Oh, I've just seen a stopper. Oh, what I was talking, look, this was on the floor. And it says Miley's. Oh, and what's this? No, it's only a little bit, but it's the top of a jar. How lovely. Oh, some really nice things.
Nice
Go on then, what have you found?
You're saying about things you like, look at that.
Oh, that's nice. Anything written on it?
No, it's just a plain one, but it's, other than the little nibbles there,
It's in pretty good condition.
that's in pretty good condition, and if we found that in Wales, we'd be doing a jolly dance.
We would.
There's a little dumpy one.
Oh, that's cute. It's a little dumpy one.
And Sarah found that and
That's nice.
gave it to me. Isn't that a boot?
Almost sarcophagus shape, isn't it?
It's a lovely one. So there we go.
Lovely, thank you.
To be honest, I'm not able to show you everything I'm finding because I'm finding so much. And I'm powdering in the bag. But as we always say, make sure you join the live show and you'll be able to catch up then on the finds. 9 o'clock UK time every Saturday in the live show. That week's videos finds will be hopefully cleaned up, but definitely on the show. And I'll tell you what, we can give you a bonus now because I found something which I haven't shown, which I want to put back together.
All right, what's that?
So I'm not going to tell you. Let's just pop over to the shed and I'll put it together for you and show you on camera.
How exciting.
There we go. There's that.
Oh, wow, Mick found a pipe bowl.
Pipe bowl.
Wow,
Keep it hush, hush.
well done. Go to the top of the class.
Top of the class, me.
Thank you.
Well folks, here we are in the shed back at Johnson Towers, and I want to show you just a couple of items. There was one item in particular that I picked up, but since I've got back I've realised that on one part of the footage on one of the films you may have heard a tinkling sound as I fell into the bottle digger's hole. Well, that tinkling sound was the result of a slight breakage, which I'll show you now. Here we have one lovely teapot with what they call in the trade an associated lid, because that's not the lid that came off it, but it is a lid we found near it. And inside we have the handle. But when I found this, the handle was on. And then I took a tumble. So one of the jobs I'm going to do is replace that handle and clean this pot up to show you just how beautiful it is under all that muck and grime. But I also have in my bag another pot, minus spout and handle, but in about 3 or 4 pieces, which I discovered on the floor. You may have seen them when we were filming, scattered around the floor. I picked them up, I brought them home, and I'm going to try and reassemble them. But there's one thing I don't have in the shed yet, and that's running water. And certainly no warm water. So while I just pop up to the house a moment and give these a bit of a wash, I'll give you a little bit of a tour. I'll let you have a little look at how the garden is growing, and I tell you what, I'll also show you that little piece I took off the shed, because one of our avid viewers, Oddie, big friend of Tech Support Tim, did say that your dad's got a habit of saying, I'm going to do that, and then he never shows us. So for those who love the garden, here's a bit of the garden. And just for Oddie and a couple of thousand others, here's the piece I took off the front of the shed, which I decided not to put outside the shed, but inside. Well, I'm back and I've cleaned up the pieces. But my intention was not to film any of the time I spent up at the garage washing them in the sink until I began to wash that teapot that broke when I fell. Because as I began to wash it, I realised just how beautiful it was underneath all the dirt. And I wanted to try and share a little of that experience with you. The experience you can only get when you pick up something that is completely filthy, and as you clean it, you get that surprise. A bit like the surprise I got when I was cleaning up the finds from being on a day out with Docking Bay 51. And as we went along with Sarah and Mick, we were picking up pieces, and we were so excited at having found that little bottle that was the Eiffel Tower fruit juice bottle. We put other bottles in, and one of the bottles we put in that we couldn't read on the day, it was mucky, dirty, and I didn't have my glasses on. Just thought it looked nice, it looked old, it was small, it went in the bag. And as you know from the live show, when we cleaned it up, it was the exact bottle Caroline had longed to find, which was the Eiffel Tower lemonade. Folks, you never know what you've got. There's always that potential for a surprise when you do this. And I was so thrilled as I cleaned up this, and on the one side, it's still got a lot of marking. Now I decided just to clean this with the hot water, that I'm going to leave some of those marks on. I don't want it to be like new, but I do love the fact that on this side that was more protected, we've got that shining gold line and that beautiful rose. Folks, this was someone's pride and joy. This little teapot meant the world to somebody. And we're going to bring it back to life, because by replacing the handle, which sadly got broken when I fell down the hall, and placing on it the associated lid, which we found at the same dump. This will just become a little keepsake place for treasures, so that I can pop the lid off. You can keep keys in there. You can pop little bits and pieces that you just don't know where to put them, but you want to know where they are. And then you pop the lid back on and it just sits on the shelf looking pretty after spending all those years down a hole in the dump. Right, let's get the handle popped on, shall we? Okay, so I've cleared a space on my desk, which is quite full at the moment with bits and pieces and projects and things to do. There's that bottle I spoke of, the fruit juice one. And of course, there's the lemonade Eiffel Tower bottle that we found on the same dig. Well, not dig, in the same area that had been dug, because we just scan and collect where others have been before. So it just goes to show, as I said, you never know what's going to turn up. And that was certainly true with this beauty, as I cleaned it and realised just how vibrant on that side that pattern and gold is. But of course, I have to get the handle back on. So I'm just going to place it there and then get my trusty Gorilla Glue and watch I don't stick myself to the bottle because a little bit of it tipped. There we go. I'm going to pop that on there. I find it a lot easier working with the brush than trying to squirt blobs of glue onto things like this. You know, sometimes you go to squeeze the glue pot and it doesn't seem to want to come out, and then next thing you know, oh my gosh, it's everywhere and you're in trouble. So this helps me to apply it just when I need it, and of course quite thinly, because you don't need a lot of glue when you're working with this product. You only need a bit. And then I just have to take this handle, place it there and there. I know it's going to be a perfect fit because it was on there before I fell over. And now I just, as they say, apply pressure. A nice simple task, but it'll make all the difference to have this handle back on. And the colouring on the handle there, the shine to the handle there, will tie it in with, as I say, what I believe to be an associated lid. A lid of a similar nature from the same area that will just pop in the top and finish it off. So there we go. Pop that in there and just leave that to dry. One teapot, beautifully restored after being so tragically broken. And as I said, sitting on a shelf with little treasures inside. Nice place to keep the keys to the shed or something like that. We've got ourselves one beautiful find. Okay, now we get on to the next one, which may be a little bit more tricky to put together. Now, my second project, that's a little bit more tricky to do because it'll take a lot more glue. As I say, the pretty little teapot, that was found pretty much whole. And then it broke when I fell over. But this one was scattered around the floor. I didn't find all the pieces, didn't find the spout or the handle, but I found that rather large chunk. I found this piece, and I also found this rather large chunk. So what I'm going to do now is pop them together and see what they look like. Right, I've cleared a little bit more space now. As you can see, I've got my melty bottles here ready for being placed onto plinths in order to make some beautiful reform decorations. So I'm just going to move them up out of the way, make a bit more space because this is a slightly bigger job. Here we have it, one piece, another piece, and a third piece. Now, if we hadn't been so excited, rushing along, finding so many treasures, I would have probably taken the time to search longer and try and find more of this pot. But I knew I had what I believed to be enough to make it useful. Because if I can put this back together, put a little pot inside, just pop a little plastic flower pot like this into it, then we can put a little plant in it and I'm sure it would look lovely. So here we go. Let's get this one glued together. dab a little glue on there. Just on the bottom here. Doesn't have to fill every gap, just because this stuff is contact glue and it does do a powerful job. So we have to be very careful, because I've got a little bit on my fingers now and there's every danger that I'll be stuck to the lid and I won't be able to put it down. So I'm going to try that like that. The thing is, you can always add more if it doesn't hold, because it can be a bit of an issue where although it's all glazed on the outside, of course the breakage is right on to the center of the clay, so it's a very porous surface. We're going to have a go. I'm going to place that on there like that, put it up so they can square in, and then just hold them together and see if we've done enough to hold that, and then we'll see if that top piece is complete to fill in the rim. Obviously there's going to be a chip out down in there, and I don't know if you can see there on the camera, but when it was fired there's a hollow through there. This glaze is ever so thin. Nobody would have realised that, of course, but it blew an air hole inside as it was being fired, and that glaze on the outside is all that's stopping that from collapsing. But there we go. We'll pop that up there like that. So there we have it. No handle, as I said, no spout. But I did think that I might be able to add some features to the outside where the handle and spout were. Perhaps stick some woodland creatures on there from the bits and pieces that we find around the place. Who knows? But next job is a bit more glue on the top. See if we can get this to fit. I tell you what, before I put the glue on, I think it might be wise to see if it does fit and do the job as well as I hope. Oh, now that's quite neat, isn't it? I'm quite pleased with that. And you can see here it's got those little lips, which was that modern technique for locking your lid on. Because every time you poured your tea, when you poured the last cup, the lid would pop out and land on the floor. So they designed it so you could have a lockable lid. There we are, very modern technology here in this one. Now it hasn't got the glorious vibrant colours and gold that we had on the other, because this is a completely different animal altogether. But what it does have is a lovely rich dark bark effect, which has got a beauty all of its own. That's why I thought the idea of perhaps adding a few woodland creatures to where the handle was, and then putting a little plant in the top, perhaps something like a little ivy that will grow down over, and make this into something both beautiful and useful again. Right, here we go. You can see the chip matches up perfectly there. Just need to squeeze that in there, press the two halves together and hold down at the same time. Now, some people might rather use clamps or things, but I gotta be honest, I don't think there's a clamp invented that is as versatile as 8 fingers, 2 thumbs and a pair of hands. Not when it comes to something like this, because this was never designed to be clamped together. It's a funny old shape, but it's going together quite well. As I said, we will have that crack and chip down there. That's unavoidable, but it tells a story. And there underneath, can you see? It says fireproof. So this wasn't just a modern fancy teapot that had a lockable lid, but it was fireproof too. And there's that bark effect, that treacly bark effect that I spoke about there on the sides. So there you have it, folks. All ready to go. Pop a plant pot in there. Possibly just put a few things to cover the chips on the side just to make it more decorative. And we've got a piece worthy of display. So that's 1, 2 pieces repaired and ready to go. Well, thank you for coming over and joining me here at the shed. I told you when I built it that I hoped to be making things, repairing things and carrying out little projects here and sharing them with you. Now, I hope you've enjoyed this little segment of the video. If you have, could you let us know in the comments? Because this is something I'd love to do more of, to bring you down here and show you the work that I'm doing. But obviously we don't want to put things into the videos that people are not enjoying. We don't want people jumping over to see what Caroline found next. But there's one of our finds that was all over the floor and is now ready for decoration and ready for use. And as I say, that beautiful, beautiful teapot that can now adorn someone's shelves. Come on, let's see what else we found on that boiling hot day with our lovely friends Mick and Sarah from Docking Bay 51.
Yeah.
Is this a bit of pipe stem? I think it is. Oh yes, it's only a very short piece, but it's a bit of pipe stem. How nice. Oh, is this a mouthpiece of pipe stem too? Yes, look at that. Oh, there's a little, well, two little bits of pipe stem. They don't seem to be off the same pipe, but still. Nice little find there. And anything else? Can you see anything? I can see a Sarah over there. And anything on the ground? Oh, there's a nice little bottle. What does that say? That's nice. I'm not sure what it says. And there's a lovely little bit of tile. There's another bottle. So many little bottles. Nothing written on that one either. Oh, there's only a bit of it, and I'm not going to go walking near the edge because, oh dear, I think the edge will crumble. Look, it's the bottom of a bottle. Oh, what a shame. Saying that, if it had been whole, the bottle diggers would have taken it, and we wouldn't have got a chance to look at it. So it was Whitehead and Co. And oh, look at that. That would have been spectacular had it not been broken. That over there, that's big. The bottom of a flagon, do you think? Oh, there's not a lot left. That would have been lovely, and I can see some bottles. There's a very small cod bottle. Marble's gone, but let's see what it says on it. Oh, that's nice, got a little person. And no idea what that says, and I haven't got my glasses. Oh, there's a bit of a ginger beer bottle, brewed ginger beer, Collyhurst, Manchester. That's nice, but broken. And lots more bits of broken stuff. And what we got down here. Broken ridged pottery. What is a mudlark without ridged pottery? And over here we got, oh, a nice tablespoon bottle. That's very nice. And more bits of broken bits. Oh, something written on it. What does that say? The something, and it's a man. We'll take that home, see if we can identify it. Very grubby and dirty, but it's interesting. Wander along here. Can you see anything? Some bottles down there, but I don't want to climb too far because the holes here are so big you have to be careful. Oh yes, look, it's a pipe bowl. Oh, that is so exciting. It's in really good condition. I know the stem is snapped off, but wow, what a find. Oh, I'm really pleased with that too. Have you found anything, Mr. Johnson?
No, I was just going to have a look at your pipe bowl, but you've put it in your bag.
I know, I'll see if I can throw it at you. I'm not coming over there because the ground will collapse.
Hang on then, my glasses here. Oh, that's a big. Oh.
What does it say?
Now, it could be a forgery because they were doing knockoff jobs of these. O'Brien, Mayo Street, Dublin.
Ah, could well be
now, some companies did put Dublin on them, but I don't know if anyone dared to actually use the name of a company and a street.
Interesting.
So that could be an Irish pipe.
Very nice, very nice. Look at all these things here. Lots of little bottles. That's a really cute one. Nothing written on it. And then we've got this one, which is Symington and Company, Edinburgh. Oh, we haven't got one of those. Ooh, I'll take that. And oh, look at the colour on that. It's blue. Really nice. Yep, we'll take that one. And this is a dinky one. And that's like an apothecary type jar. It's got something written on it. But we'll take that. And look at these. Oh, what a shame this is broken. Let's have a look. I wonder how that went together, and can you imagine what that looked like when it was whole? That is absolutely stunning. But all in bits now. What a shame. Probably why it ended up in the dump though, is because it's not very well.
Hello.
Hello.
I found treasure.
Oh, did you? Hello, Mr. Johnson. What are you doing down there?
I saw something
Oh yes.
and I came to get it.
Yes. Did you get it?
I got it,
Yes.
but now it's a long way up.
What did you find?
Well, it's a medlock without a cute bit of ridge
That is
pottery.
really cute. It is sweet, but now you've got to get out of the hole.
Yeah, but I got better find than that.
Oh, what's that?
I reckon this is my prize Manchester souvenir.
Oh, that's lovely.
Have a look, there's a little man on it.
Fletcher's, Manchester.
Yeah.
Lovely. Fletcher's and Holt.
You see the little character on it?
Yeah, that's really cute.
I reckon that is as good as a souvenir as you get.
Well done. Nice
No.
find.
Now I just have to try and get out of this
Come
hole.
on, you can do it.
If I get out of the hole, people, I'll see you on the live show, 9 o'clock UK time, every Saturday night.
The day we had today with the Johnsons has been a fantastic day out.
Yeah.
We've had gunfights, we've lost Manky. It's been hot in like a desert. It's just been real hard work, but great fun with these guys. These guys are great fun. We've really enjoyed being with them, but we've been waiting a long time to meet them.
Yes, a very long
Yes.
time.
A long
Yeah.
time.
Yes.
We've always been chatting all along. So you know the Johnsons. If you don't know the Johnsons, get over there and check their channel. Check out their live show on a Saturday night. It's fantastic fun. Get over there. We're all going to say goodbye now. The thank you all for watching. We'll see you all again real soon. Bye bye.
Bye! Well folks, this has been an amazing day. We have had a wonderful time. And here, right at the end of the video, I want to share this with you.
It's a cod bottle.
It's a cod bottle
With a
a marble in and just the slightest chip on the top. Just in the low part of the Victorian dumper, and as we were checking out one of the big holes, Sarah came across this and said, that can be my present for today.
Oh, lovely.
What a present.
It is, isn't
My
it?
very own cod bottle off our very own bottle dump adventure. Hope you've had as much fun as we've had. If you have, then please give us a thumbs up. And don't forget, till the next time we're out and about together, have fun. Bye.
Bye.